right, Max, hello, welcome to your video lesson. So instead of doing short videos like I sometimes do, I will just do one long video for your whole lesson today. So I've got my computer over here with your lesson plan. We are just gonna start at the very top of your lesson plan and work down. So I'll start with your scale. F major was the scale we did last week. B flat is the key signature. I know you're doing 2 octaves, but just a little refresher for your memory. There's eraser fluff everywhere. Okay, so the new scale we're starting is D minor. It has the same key signature, which would be B flat. So let's start with right hand. And now left hand. Yeah, that will still be in frame. Okay. Okay, and then the triads, the 3 notes would be D, the first note, F, note number 3, and A, the fifth note. So 1, 3, 5. So in the right hand, let's do broken first. Actually, sorry, I lied. Let's do solid first. And now left hand, solid again. Oops, sorry. And hopefully you paid special attention to where I used finger 2 in each hand. So the first position in both hands, it's called root position, and both hands use 1, 3, and 5. On the next one, this is called first inversion. Left hand still uses 1, 3, 5, and right hand here uses 1, 2, 5. The next position is called second inversion. Your right hand's back to 1, 3, 5, and your left hand is now 1, 2, 5. And then when you're at the top, you're back to root position, so it's 1, 3, 5 again. So let's go over that one more time. Both hands, 1, 3, 5. Right hand, 1, 2, 5. Left hand, 1, 2, 5. And both hands, 1, 3, 5 again. Left hand, 1, 2, 5. Right hand, 1, 2, 5. Left hand and right hand, 1, 3, 5. And no, you don't have to do them hands together yet. It's just quicker to explain it that way. So let's do broken triads, and the finger numbers are all the same. Right hand broken, 1, 3, 5, 1, 2, 5, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 5, 3, 1, 5, 3, 1, 5, 2, 1, 5, 3, 1. Left hand, 5, 3, 1, 5, 3, 1, 5, 2, 1, 5, 3, 1, 1, 3, 5, 1, 2, 5, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5. Okay. So now the new thing we're going to add this week is the harmonic minor scale. I know you know this, but just a quick refresher. For a harmonic minor scale, the thing that's different from a natural minor scale is the 7th note. We raise the 7th note. So in this case, our 7th note is C. To make it a harmonic minor scale, it's going to be C sharp. So listen to the natural minor one more time. Now hear the harmonic minor with the raised 7th note. See if you can hear the difference. I sure hear a difference, and I'm sure you did too. So make sure that you are practicing those harmonic minor scales, natural minor scales, and the triads broken and solid with the correct finger numbers. Okay, so moving on your lesson plan. We have Song of the Dark Woods. I'm going to jump over that one because there's already a video in your lesson plan on that. So let's go to Story of My Life. And I'm so lucky we actually have a copy of this book here today. We don't usually, so that's perfect. So Story of My Life is on page 108. It looks like, oh, I went too far. There we go, so page 108. And I'm just going to use a clip so my book will stay open here. Okay, that's a good tip for you, by the way. If you have any clips like these, alligator clips. They help your book stay open if they don't want to. Okay, and the goal on this one was hands together to the end with a steady tempo. That's right, because you did some awesome sight reading on this. So I'll just play that for you and you can play along with me at home. So they want this shape, that shape, and that shape. Okay, here we go, the story of my life. I'll play slow so you can play along. Okay, so that was the only goal on this one, hands together to the end with a steady tempo. So something to add on this week, you'll notice, so at the beginning here we have C, and then it just stays a C chord for a really long time until the next chord comes in, and then that pattern kind of continues. So this week, add in a little bit more chording with the left hand and do it on every beat one. So for example, one more thing I'll suggest you do. You're holding this C chord for most of the time. Oh my goodness. Let me try that whole sentence again. You're holding this C chord for most of the song, and then at the end you go in the right hand. Can't hit that note because your left hand is already there. So on the very last C chord, just move it down to the C, E, G underneath middle C. Okay, that's that for that song. Okay, moving on to Riptide, since we're still in this book. Okay, and your homework on this one was to get some extra chords, actually same thing, extra chords in the left hand, and you were supposed to do it on each beat. Okay, so we have D minor, and what shape do they want for C major? That one, okay, sure, and then okay. So here we go, Riptide. 1, 2, actually that's a little fast. 1, 2, here we go. Oh, and I even forgot to do the chords I asked you to do. Here we go, 1, 2, 3, 4. repeat the whole song again because that's how you've been practicing it. Okay, so that was your homework to have that ready for today. So what we're going to add on is pedal. I know you can't see my feet, but I'm doing some pedal. And I want you to make some choices. Now that you've practiced playing a chord on every beat, go through the song and see if there are moments that you don't want to do that and some moments when you want to keep it. So here's an example. This will be my version. You can copy what I do exactly, or you can make your own version. Have a listen. Oh, and I played it wrong. And then you would, of course, repeat it another time. So like I said, you can do exactly what I did, or you can make it your own. There's no wrong way to do it. Your homework is just to experiment with it a little bit and add some pedal. Okay, moving on. Let's go to your Piano Adventures books. So we'll start with the lesson book, just because that's what's next in your plan here. Oh, I went too far. We're on page 36 and, nope, didn't change the page. We're on page 37. Oh my gosh, no, we're on page 38. Holy cow. So we're on this new song called No Moon Tonight. You did some awesome sight reading on it. And the, goal was 2 hands. Yes, 2 hands all the way to the end for today. And I don't think we added in, no, we didn't add in dynamics yet. So just 2 hands together with good counting. We're in 3-4 times. So make sure you're practicing that counting. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now that's your practice track. Now let's play it a little faster so you can hear what that would sound like. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now let's keep that same speed and I'm going to add in dynamics. Here we go, one last time. So hopefully you heard how adding dynamics adds a whole lot to that song. Okay, so that is your homework on this, practice adding in dynamics. And that's already a good amount to add to that, so we won't do anything more. Okay, last for the books, we have the Handbell Choir, and that's on page 26. Haha, I got the page numbers right on this one. Okay, so the only tricky part we ran into on this song was the fact that the left hand is not down here. It's up here in the treble clef. So that's the only funky part about this one. And you did a pretty good job about it the last time, just remembering that. So let me pull up my metronome, because we had a metronome call on this one. M-E-T. Oops. You have got to be kidding me. Oh, okay, no, I thought my video stopped for a sec. Oh my goodness. Okay, metronome. Let me pull that up. And I think it was set to 100. Is that right? Yeah. Oh, 80 even. Okay. So metronome set to 80 on this song. Okay, so here we go. Metronome set to 80. 1, 2, 3. Too bad there. So hopefully you could hear my dynamic changes through that song as I was playing. And that was your only goal, was to play it hands together to the end with a metronome set to 80. So let's make your goal for this coming up week, hands together to the end with dynamics, and let's say metronome set to 100. Let me make sure it's not too fast. You can do that. So metronome set to 100 with dynamics on that song for next week. Okie doke. Moving down the page. So the almost at the end here, the sight reading and ear training. We'll pick up ear training next time you're in for a lesson, just because we'll pick up sight reading next time you're in for a lesson, because it doesn't make sense to do it on a video like this. But we'll do a little ear training. So we're learning intervals. We started with a minor third, and then we learned a major third after that. And we know that the minor third sounds like the first 2 notes of O Canada. There's your minor third. And a major third sounds like a triad, but with the top note left off. So the one we're going to be learning today is called a perfect fifth. And don't worry about why they're named a certain way. We'll get into that later. For now, you just need to know it's called a perfect fifth, and it sounds like this. Now, you might notice I chose C and G to demonstrate this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Any guesses why it's called a perfect fifth? Because it's 5 away. So you could also do these notes are a perfect fifth, and these notes, they're all a perfect fifth. As long as they're the same distance, it doesn't matter what notes they're on. So this would be a perfect fifth, this would be a perfect fifth, this would be a perfect fifth, and even, what are we doing? F to C would be a perfect fifth. The way you can remember this one is it sounds like the opening of Star Wars. So the first 2 notes of that song, no, that's not the Imperial March, I guess just the main theme of Star Wars, is a perfect fifth. So now for ear training, I'm going to turn you away so you cannot see, and I'm going to play one. You're going to think if it's a minor third, a major third, or a perfect fifth. Okay, so erase the chalkboard in your mind, get those out, and tell me what this first one is. If you said a major third, you are correct. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. If you said a minor third, you are correct. Whew, sorry. How about this one? So that one is a major third. Sorry, I tripped over my word there. Okay, what about this one? It's another minor third. If you said that, you're correct. And yeah, that's that new one, a perfect fifth. Perfect fifth. Okay, what's this? If you said major third, you are correct. And if you said perfect fifth, you are correct on that one. So the only thing left is your theory and your lesson plan here. And it should be finishing page 38. So please, that was for today. Page 38, please finish that. And page 39 for next lesson. So we're just adding on one page. As always, if you don't understand anything, make sure you circle it so you can ask me a question in your next lesson. That's it for today. Where's it? No, it's there. That's it for today. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see you next Friday. Take care.